Hello everyone, my name is Jack and I'm here today to present the Feng Shui Way, a refreshing, exciting and enticing game that will have you mastering the art of Feng Shui whilst facing new interior design challenges. Firstly, I'd like to briefly tell you a little bit about myself. I come from a background of interior domestic development and have worked in a number of roles including electrical installation, tiling, painting and domestic lighting design. It's fair to say I have a keen passion for interior design and understand how passionate others can be about buying their dream home and redecorating to suit their own needs. I also understand how expensive and time-consuming renovating can be, which is why I wanted to create a game that informs and teaches people about the art of Feng Shui. Hopefully in doing so, players will learn new ways to reshape their homes with the furniture they already have. The Feng Shui Way is an edutainment game, meaning that it will factor in both educational and entertainment features. I want it to be educational as I want the players to be able to implement methods of the Feng Shui into their own personal homes. It also has an entertaining element to keep the players engaged. It will feature puzzle-based challenges in an isometric room setting. I chose the isometric style as I wanted to keep the gameplay simple, easy to follow and zen-like, meaning that the player can switch off from the real world and feel immersed in the gameplay. I think a unique selling point for the game is the ability to be part of the Zen gaming group. I want the Feng Shui way to put the player in relaxation mode and put the player's brain on pause. This will be accomplished with no time limits or scoreboards, as well as implementing a bonus feature which I will talk about later on in the presentation. It will be available on PC and mobile, with further development making the game available for virtual reality. Your journey begins when you arrive in Soulville, a friendly, warm, clean and safe village. The main character is the player themselves, and they will take on the role of an interior designer who specializes in Feng Shui. Take on new jobs in the village by accepting the client's brief and learn to redesign customers' homes, using the methods of Feng Shui. Start off with small jobs to learn the basics and work your way up to more complex environments. The only way to advance is to keep your customers happy and satisfied with their newly designed spaces. A happy customer will refer you to other clients and unlock new levels. Reach your goals by growing your business and your reputation. As your business grows, you will be able to move to bigger cities with more exciting opportunities and challenges. As I previously mentioned, the challenges will be set from an isometric viewpoint. However, the journey between each job will see you in an open world where you can drive to different clients' houses. The gameplay starts with the player navigating the map in their van and approaching different houses to search for jobs. Once the player pulls up against a house, they will receive a job brief from a customer who would like their house redesigned. The job brief will give the player a few details about the potential job and also show the level of difficulty. Players will be able to view all the job briefs within the village or city, but they will have to unlock them by successfully completing the levels prior to the one they are viewing. When the player accepts their new job, they will be taken into the house and are given an isometric viewpoint of the room. There will also be an inventory of furniture as well as a small hints and tips section. The aim of the level is to place the furniture from the inventory into the room in a way that is complemented by the methods of Feng Shui. Since this game is all about teaching the player about the art of Feng Shui, the hints and tips section will provide helpful information that is relevant to the room you are designing. As you progress through the levels and they become more difficult, the hints and tips section will become vague to add a sense of challenge to the game. Once you have completed the job successfully, you will receive a small payout from the customer in the form of coins, and you will have unlocked the next level. The Feng Shui Way will be implementing a bonus feature that will give the player their very own space in the game in the form of an apartment or a house. The coins that they have earned from jobs can be used to purchase furniture packs, which they can use to decorate their personal space however they choose. I think we all enjoy the building aspect from games such as The Sims or Minecraft, so adding a building aspect to the Feng Shui way will give the player the opportunity to switch up the gameplay as well as giving them another reason to complete the levels, earn coins and purchase new furniture for their own virtual home. During the development of the prototype, I had a chance to produce a short animation clip to introduce the game. It shows the journey into Soulville, and I think it gives a sense of the beauty of the village as well as conveying the start of a new beginning. I'll go ahead and play this now, and then we can move on to the real gameplay footage from the Feng Shui Wei prototype. Next, I want to show you a short clip of some gameplay from a prototype level I have been developing in Unity. It shows the core mechanics of how the gameplay will function and how the player can complete a level successfully. The music is a very important part of the gameplay, as it needs to make the player relaxed and give them the ability to switch off and feel zen. As you can see, the player is able to drag and drop the furniture into the room. There are still a few missing components to the room, such as the hints and tips section. After reviewing the prototype and gathering feedback, I feel that the room needs to have a grid system applied to the floor so that the furniture can lock into certain areas. The room also needs to be adjusted so that it can clearly show where the door is, as this is important when designing a room with the Feng Shui method. In order to further develop the Feng Shui way, I would need a small team consisting of a concept artist, a 3D modeler, and a games programmer. Let's start by looking at the role of a concept artist. Their job would be to bring an idea to life through illustrations so that our 3D modeler can build and develop from that artwork. Since the Feng Shui Way will consist of many different villages, towns, and cities that the player can work through, it is important that the concept artist provides a visualization of these environments as well as capturing the mood of the scene. Next, we have the 3D modeler. Their role is to work from the concept artist's visualizations and use software such as Blender to create 3D assets for the game. The Feng Shui Way is going to be continuously updated with new furniture packs for the player to purchase, so it is important for the 3D modeler to produce new varieties of assets as well as build new levels for the game. Lastly, I would need a game programmer. Their role is to make the game playable and bug-free. They would work with the 3D models that are produced as well as the game design document to implement the gameplay so that the user can interact with the game. For the Feng Shui Way, they would need to have prior experience using the Unity engine. I found it useful to keep track of the development using a Trello board. This way I can add tasks that need completing as well as keeping to deadlines that need to be met. This online tool would be extremely useful with the development team as I could assign tasks to each member and keep track of the progress. Well, thank you for watching my pitch for the Feng Shui Way. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm happy to provide answers to any questions that you have.